Hey everybody, this is Crystal. It's been about 3 weeks since my last video, and I just wanted to let y'all know, or let y'all see what's going on. As y'all can tell, everything is getting so much bigger. We're actually having trouble because we're running out of room for everything, except for our poor little jalapenos. We have a mouse somewhere that has not only trashed every air mattress we own, but it has started attacking my jalapenos. And it's a spiteful little thing too. It will actually nibble a little bit, rip the whole thing off at the stem, and then leave the rest of it in the cup. Here is our little starter tray. As you can tell, we're getting to the point where we're finally figuring out what's going to grow, what's not going to grow. We have a bell pepper right there, Carolina Reaper, which, well, we actually have two. It is 2013 Guinness World Hottest Pepper. Yay, my husband. Completely addicted. Cucumbers, cantaloupes, watermelons, all that nice neat stuff right there. And now that y'all have seen all of that, oh, by the way, my aloe is green again. Yay! Come to find out, it was just dehydrated. Alright, I have to hide the living room and like the rest of my house because it is an absolute disaster. So y'all will get to see the front of my hand for a minute or two while I head to the backyard so that y'all can see what's going on back here. Yes, long, painful process. Pain in the butt. But we're getting there. Beautiful day today, which is actually surprising. Last night hit 30 degrees, which surprised me because I thought it was all over with. Here are 3 dills of strawberries that I planted. They're the June bearing. And me and my husband had completely forgotten to cover these. So I am hoping and praying that the cold weather from last night didn't kill them. They were only planted the day before, so I've really got my fingers crossed. And these are our babies, our big babies that no longer fit in the house. For some of these, you'll notice that we're getting attacked by whitefly. Not a pretty picture. That eggplant. No matter what I do, it is just not doing well. It's in the same thing as everybody else. It came out of the same seeds. It kind of, I'm not sure what's going on with it. Anyway, we have a ghost pepper, which that is actually the one from last year. Same exact one, still going. We have a prick chifa, which is also the same one from last year. Tomatoes, beefsteak. These two right here were actually twins. 2 tomatoes born from the same seed. And I separated them once they got a little bit bigger. And they are doing really well, actually. In fact, I need to go ahead and take that off because that branch isn't looking all that great. Then we have eggplant. I know, I'm over here in the sun. So. We have our eggplant. Trying to keep the camera in the sun so that y'all can see what's going on. This right here is the hazards of whitefly. and possibly something else. I'm not 100% sure. It really doesn't look that great. But it is still growing. Thank goodness. We're basically just going to have to keep an eye on it and see if we can figure out what's getting at that one. This one, just a little bit of blight on the leaf. As soon as I take that one off. And this one off. Sorry, I know. This is my first time out here since I've uncovered it. So, I'm kind of doing a little work while videoing. This one, like that one. I don't know why it's these specific two, but they just won't leave those two alone. This right here is a mini version of that one. Yes, we had another one start. I don't know why. We just decided. We've got the seeds, why not? This is our Fresno pepper from last year. And as you can see, I hope, I'm doing all this on my husband's cell phone, so as you can see, we've got some really huge peppers going on over here. And if y'all are wondering what a Fresno is, it's supposed to be something along the lines of a red jalapeno. And wow. This one is actually finally starting to turn red after weeks and weeks and weeks. But there are our surviving plants from outside, and yes, they were out here for the freeze. You see this white thing? This is a 2 millimeter, I think it's 2 mil. Yeah, a 2 mil painter's cloth that we had actually used to anchor, that we had actually anchored over these, and it kept everything safe through what was recorded last night is 30-degree weather. I'm shocked. Alright. Now, to update y'all over here, and I do apologize for this running long and being really boring. I've never been much for being on camera or even doing anything like this, so I'm just kind of winging my way through it. So bear with me. This is, or what was supposed to be, a dug-in garden bed, but being in Central Texas and where we are, we found out that it is about, well, as you can probably tell right there, and I know y'all are getting turned this way and that way, and here, there we go. That is all rock, or in our terms, all natural caliche. Nature's concrete, there we go. So that is not going to work through all the backbreaking and everything I've done. Ain't going to happen. So, me and my husband are working, and this lovely lady has announced to us that she has a bunch of pallets for us, so I am going to be turning those into a horseshoe-shaped raised bed, which is going to work out so lovely around here. See, it's going to start right there, and we're going to come up over here. This is going to be like our shade bearing and our melons and stuff like that. And then we're going to go straight through over here, 24 or 25 feet. And then we're going to come back down this way. Excuse me. And we're going to make a big horseshoe. And then we're going to have over in this area right here, again, I know I'm getting everybody confused. I'm sorry. We're going to have a small box, or we're going to have these adorable little crates for random flowers and like the shallower stuff like the onions. I don't know, if it's deep enough I may even do carrots. But they are going to be going right in the center, so it's going to be like a horseshoe with a box in the middle of it. It's going to be so pretty. And then this tire right here, sorry, this tire right here is going to sit on top of these three, and we are going to fill them full of soil, and those are also going to be flower beds. This, you know, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it yet. Any ideas? I was thinking flowers or onions. Something. Heck, I may even anchor it to the bottom of the windows in the front of the house and turn it into a flower box. Anyway, I've kept y'all long enough. I hope I didn't bore y'all too bad. Y'all have a good one. Bye.